So in this video, I'm going to give you the saltwater formula. I'm going to show you some example products of what you can use to make your saltwater formula to go through your prolonged fast. And you're going to drink this every 24 hours, okay? So let's talk about the ingredients list that you have to go by. First and foremost, I don't know if this is in focus, but you don't really need to know the label. This is pink Himalayan salt. I actually have it like a little bit more fine graded because it dissolves in water, but you can get like the bigger chunks. You just have to shake it a little bit more. You want to get the pink Himalayan salt simply because it's, and I mentioned this in my previous video, it's like 85% salt and 15% like trace minerals. Like on average, it may vary from brand to brand. And you're going to get trace like minerals like platinum and like copper and all these other like trace minerals that are good for you. And when you're going through a fast, having these electrolytes and this balanced profile of minerals really helps out. Now, if you're not too fancy and you don't want to get the pink Himalayan salt, or you don't want to go buy it, or you just don't have it, use some sea salt, or worst case, use some table salt. Look, like we don't have to make this perfect to do your first fast, okay? But if you have to pick, get pink Himalayan salt, and don't buy it from the dollar store. Generally speaking, I've heard stuff that people have bought this from the dollar store and it's really just dyed salt. And the way that you check it is if you put this stuff in water, it should not turn the water pink. If it turns the water pink, that means there's dye in it and it's fake and you're not getting the regular nutrient profile that you need. And worse, it's like now you have like a fake pink salt. So now you have this dye that you're drinking too. Let's not do that for your fast, okay? So pink Himalayan salt, get it, all right? The very next thing you're gonna do, and this is required. I've had people ask me like, do I really need to get this? And the answer is yes, okay? So you're gonna need to get powdered potassium chloride. This is potassium salt, essentially. And the brand that I like, and I'm not endorsed by them or anything, hopefully that's in focus right there, is called NoSalt. Just because it's more easily available. I see them in common grocery stores, I've seen them in Whole Foods, I've seen them on Amazon. You're gonna get this potassium chloride, and it's really important to get because a lot of people don't realize that with electrolytes, there's a balance that needs to be maintained. And there's a certain ratio that potassium has to be in with sodium in order for your body to be balanced on electrolytes. And I can tell you, having coached people that haven't had this, like, and then they add it in, like they stopped peeing like a racehorse and they felt like miles better, okay? So like, look, I got this on Amazon. I think it was like $7. It can be pricey. It might even be cheaper in the store, but it's totally worth it. And I've done about 3 months worth of fasting and I'm not done with this yet. So it's like, it's gonna last you a while, okay? So you gotta get this potassium chloride, all right? No pills, you get the actual powder, all right? The third thing that's required for your fast, and this is just generic, I don't know why I'm showing the box, is baking soda, all right? It's not baking powder. Baking powder has calories, it will break a fast for you. It's baking soda, all right? So baking soda, you want to try to get some organic stuff. I was in a pinch and I couldn't find the organic stuff, so I just have some regular ones, but don't pull the box that's been in your refrigerator for 3 months. That's gross, man. That's nasty, all right? You want to get some baking soda that you can cover and make airtight as much as possible to preserve the integrity of the baking soda. But really, there's two things with the baking soda. One, it actually has a lot of sodium in it, okay? And it'll contribute to the sodium count and you won't have to add as much pink salt, which is whatever, right? We'll get into the formula in a second. But the other thing that baking soda does, it's very alkaline. So it actually like will increase the pH of your water and your body throughout this process in this fast. So it's a really positive benefit to have for your body. And it's supposed to be really good for your liver and your kidneys based on some minor research that I've looked at, but I feel good drinking the water with this stuff. So you want to get this stuff, all right? So those are the 3 required things. The 4th thing is a little bit harder to acquire and in my opinion is more of an optional thing, but I wouldn't go without it now that I've had it. So that 4th thing, and this is, I just got this on Amazon, not tied to the brand or anything, but Epsom Salt. So this is magnesium sulfate. And you don't want to go to Walmart or whatever and go pick up the magnesium sulfate or your Epsom salt that is in the bathtub aisle that you use for your feet. Like, no, that's gonna have scents in it, it's gonna have chemicals, it's not food grade. Get yourself the food grade. It might cost you a couple extra bucks, all right? Another way to tell if it's food grade, it says USP on it. That's a standard for eating, so you get some food grade Epsom salt. And the reason why I recommend food grade Epsom salt is because it actually is kind of like a minor laxative, like really, and it also has what's it called, electrolyte. It's basically an electrolyte too. It's a mineral, mineral, that's the word I was looking for. So you're getting a different mineral in your body to help balance out the potassium and the salt, which I really like. But the other thing is, like, when you add just enough, like, it's not gonna give you the runs, but it's gonna like kind of help clear you out, but like not in a I need to run to the toilet type of runs, but like just really feel like you're getting everything out of your body. And I really like that cleansing effect that magnesium sulfate has, besides the fact that it contributes to the overall electrolyte balance. So those are the 4 ingredients. Let's review. So you got the pink Himalayan salt, real pink Himalayan salt. You have the NoSalt, which is potassium chloride. You have the baking soda, which you should be able to get a fresh one. Don't use it from your fridge. And last but not least, food grade Epsom salt. This is, I'm gonna deem somewhat optional. If you can't get this, you have to get the other 3, all right? So what do you do with this? So at the time of making this video, it is November 2018. I'm gonna give you the formula that I like to follow from the snake diet. So full credit to them. Cole Robinson made a great video and a breakdown of this formula. I just use it because it works, and I'm giving it to you because it works, all right? So what you're gonna do is, first things first, in order to measure these salts out, getting a scale can be kind of finicky, and the tolerances, and I've tried the whole scale thing and I never felt good about it, because sometimes like the salt levels look differently depending on like what the scale is reading, and I just never trusted it. But maybe because I need to shell out for a really expensive scale and I didn't feel like that. I'm not like a drug dealer and I need like accuracy. So get yourself some of these, all right? These are measuring spoons. It doesn't have to be colorful ones. I like the colors because I'm a colorful person sometimes. Maybe I'm dark, I don't know. That was corny. So what you're gonna do is, starting with the pink salt, you're going to do a half teaspoon of this pink salt in 2 liters of water, okay? Next, you're going to do a full teaspoon, so it's this bigger guy right here, of this NoSalt in your 2 liters of water. And you're gonna do a full teaspoon of this baking soda in your 2 liters of water. And if you don't have the magnesium sulfate, you stop there. But if you have the magnesium sulfate, you're going to do a half teaspoon of the magnesium sulfate salt, food grade Epsom salt, in your 2 liters of water. And that's it. 3, maybe 4 ingredients, depending on if you have them all. You put it in a 2-liter bottle of water, you shake it up, mix it up, you're good to go. Drink it over 24 hours. Repeat the process for your next 24 hours. That's it. Super, super simple, all right? Hard to mess up. I realize that some people may not have 2-liter bottles of water. Get a liter bottle of water, do half of it, you know, make 2 bottles, right? Do half in each of whatever it gave you. So instead of a half teaspoon, you do a 1/4 teaspoon for a 1-liter bottle. And then instead of for 1 teaspoon in a 2-liter bottle, you're gonna do a half teaspoon in a 1-liter bottle. So you just math it out. It's not really that hard. Now, those are the salt formulas. Now, the other thing that I like to recommend, this is kind of like going a little bit above and beyond, but I personally like it, is you want to find some alkaline water to drink, and there's 2 metrics for that. There's some actual like pull strips, which I don't have next to me to show you. I totally forgot to bring them, to test the pH of the water and the alkalinity. Those are actually 2 different things. So what is recommended is getting a pH of 9 or higher. So you can buy this at the store. Like, you've seen it advertised, alkaline water. It's actually kind of pricey in the store. And then the second thing is alkalinity, which is not really advertised. And you're gonna wanna look for about 200 or higher. Now, just for reference, tap water is probably gonna be between 70 and 100, at least in LA for me. Alkalinity, which is not quite enough. And even bottled water is like between 70 and 100. And I found actually a lot of high pH water is gonna be about 100 as well. It's only high in pH, but not in alkalinity. So really, I don't want you to beat your head over this, but if you have access to a Trader Joe's, for example, they sell Trader Joe's New Zealand water. I'm not endorsing them or anything like that, but I actually did go to New Zealand earlier this year, and I drank tap water for the 2 weeks that I was there, and I felt incredible. And I randomly bought it at Trader Joe's when I was looking for alkaline water, and it turned out to be high pH water. It wasn't even advertised as high pH water, and it comes from a spring over there. And it happens to be really high alkalinity. It's like 250, 300. So if you have access to Trader Joe's, go get the New Zealand water. It's like $3 for a gallon, I wanna say. And use that water for your fast. Really, you're trying to use some clean water for your fast. You're trying to clean out your body. Why not give yourself some clean water in the process, some high pH stuff, you know? And really having this alkalinity in your body is really gonna make the fast more tolerable, in my opinion, and like, because you can have a lot of acid while you're going through this fast, and really just balancing that out. And there's definitely research that shows eating more alkaline food is like preventative of cancer in some cases, and just generally feeling better and mood. And vegetables are actually high in alkaline or alkalinity. So It's no wonder that there's kind of like a link there. But anyways, don't want to get too much into that. You get the three things: your pink Himalayan salt, your NoSalt, your baking soda, and maybe the fourth thing, the magnesium sulfate. You mix it all up in 2 liters of water, you drink it, and that's it, you know. And if you can get some great water, you know, if you want to buy the high expensive pH water because you don't have the test strips, that's totally fine. It'll still work even if it doesn't have a high alkalinity, but it has a high pH, great. And if you want to go get some, you know, New Zealand water from Trader Joe's, or probably any New Zealand water, I haven't tried any other brands, I'm sure it'll work fine. But that's how you make your water. That's it. If you have any questions, feel free to comment, DM me, etc. If you found this video helpful, feel free to give it a like. And if you want to see more content like this or other tangential content, feel free to consider subscribing to my channel. Just trying out this YouTube thing, trying to see if it's worthwhile my time. So you let me know if you like this stuff and I'll keep going. All right. Good luck on your first fast. Let me know how it goes and I will see you in the next one.